Hello, Lenbo. My name is Beatrice George. I'm from the Highland of Coast Rica. It's one of the small islands in Micronesia. And I came here in 2005. And what brought me here is to look for more opportunities to support my family, my kids. And when I first got here, I I don't know anything about reality, and couldn't even speak English.
Really?
And it happens to I somehow I found this lady, very special lady in my life. She's like my mentor and everything, and she taught me how to speak English. And she would not let me use it in proper, And every time I say something like wrong, and she would, you know. And so we're still working on my pronunciation because my accent is really strong. So we're working on that. I'm glad that um, it took me all the way today that I realized it's more about just looking for a job here. It's by learning manners and like American manners. It just make our life easier and get along with other people in our life. And it just realizing all this, it makes my life. I feel wonderful today, and I had to learn a lot, like from my mistakes. Every day I learn something and cooperate with other people. I even learn about personality. Like my education, I dropped out in 10th grade in my life. I didn't stop going to school when I was 10th grade, and there's so many complications for going back to, from holding back me from learning more in school, but realizing to every day you learn something. That's how you educate yourself. So today we're celebrating Women's Day for Koshai community, and I'm one of the MC today. And yeah, thank you so much for being here and then learning more about my condition.
What do you have planned today since you're the MC? Can you give us a quick preview? What you're going to
Well,
do here?
I'm planning to say something special about women, that we are so unique. You know, we are so unique um, in our own ways. Like we need to be. We, we can be around the box.
What do you miss about Kosrain?
Oh, this kind, because I grew up with my auntie, and she's a handicraft. Like she does handicraft, and we used to go pick up these shells. Like honestly, I want to go back there, and then this is my plan to do this. Craft. I love them. I collect them. I have so many of them, and when there's occasion like this, I put it on, and you know, to to even expose our culture too, because this is what we do back home. And learning how do you do it. We're losing that. It's lost, but we have to bring that back. So, you know, that's.
Are there a lot of shells? Because if you go to Waikiki, it's very hard to do that.
Mm-hmm,
I'd find that. I'm sure back in the day in 1800s, it was easier.
mm-hmm.
Is your island coastline still
Oh yeah.
pristine, still
Mm-hmm.
okay? It's not being
Yes.
overrun by Russia, China,
Mhm.
Japan.
You can still find it so easy. It's you can. Yeah, it's still there.
Wow. Any last thing you'd like to share that you think Hawaii people should know who've never been to anywhere in Micronesia?
Mhm. Yeah, okay. So since they don't know the difference between micronations, they always assume that we're all the same,
Correct.
and they always see the negative side of us. And some of the Hawaiians or even American people, when I really stand up for myself, I say, you know what? There's so many like people that successful people. Like I might not be finished school, but there's so many of us that you know are so successful in their life, and And because they only see us as a, like, they call us names, and all that. But I said, there's people like that everywhere. It's not only us. And if you really put yourself in our shoes, you'll realize that we have something special. And yeah, and I have 3 jobs.
You have 3 jobs
Yeah,
besides being a mom.
besides being a mom. Yeah, there's something in there, but yeah, it took me to get this 3 jobs to support my kids, my 5 kids, plus my grandkids. Yeah, and that's why I say I learned a lot from my mistakes and where I've been. I learned from there and how to go there anymore. Like I would say, don't go there, it's dark. I even made my own, way of saying things. Like don't 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 even go there, it's dark. That means like where it was, and don't go back there because you already know it's a mistake. And I would make them laugh, but then at the same time, it's really strong message for myself and others. Yeah.
I would imagine that in where you're from, you don't have to have 3 jobs in your own country.
You don't have a job because there's, and I even explained to this lady that I work for, because over here, people that eat buy organic food are rich people. And back home, we have organic, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to eat that organic because like when we were kids, they would call us that we're poor people eat the farm, farmers and all that. So we, like, if we buy something from the store like a chicken, we that they'll look at us like, oh, they're rich. And but in the when we came here, it's the other way. So organic food, you know, people that can afford that are rich people. And over here we eat like, canned meat, spam, and back home if we eat those stuff, it's we, we can call ourselves we're rich. We can afford stuff in the store. But then that's this kind of stuff I realize, like how special, that we live in this kind of environment, and appreciate it. And so I really want to go back there and start all over again. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. We really appreciate this time to spend with you so we can get a better understanding of you, Coach Ryan, and Mahalo.
We're all special in that.
Yes, we are. Mahalo.
And yeah.